Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Connie with Prairie Paper Crafts. I want to welcome everyone to my channel. I'm going to be doing a double page layout today. This features the jump sewn pattern from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. Use the wavy border, also the grass border from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. Just cut it off some. Pretty much everything, the pieces are all full size. The jump sewn, I don't remember if it was that size or if I increased it. Not a clue. Go ahead and get started and I will share with you as I go what I've done. I'm just going to take one whole page and put it aside for now and just concentrate on the one page. And I apologize, I might be out of frame a little bit in spots. I'll try to move it around, but I'm going to move the camera a moment here, just the slightest bit, so I apologize for the bumping, but doing double layouts is, for rooms, it's kind of difficult, so do my best here. Okay, starting with a 12-inch piece of cardstock, as you can see, plain white, and this is next layer is cut at 11.5 inch square, and it is called Bubbles. It's from American Crafts. Trying to keep my computer awake as I go here, so I apologize if I stop a minute. I'm eyeballing today. I'm not going to measure as I normally do. Whoops, I've done it the tripod. I'm sorry. I do like to burnish my pages down. Start with my next piece is my border. These little top pieces, these three pieces, I should say two colors, are from Miss Kate. It's a misskate.com was the paper line. It's a summer pack. This first one, these two, like plaid stripe, I don't know what you want to call it, I cut it 1/2 inch. This border, I just use only part of it. It was gifted to me in a set of borders from a really good friend. Met on through my Etsy shop, I think it was. We met. I'm not 100% sure, but she's gifted me some wonderful things, so I'm going to thank Lisa for that. The green part is 1.5 inches. All total, if I remember measuring correctly, yeah, they're 11.5 inches wide. So putting them right up to the top of the light green, or I don't know what you call it, bubbles. It wasn't quite what I would expect, but again, the lakes or the rivers, the water I see is brown. It's not beautiful green, or excuse me, blue, or like an aqua color that I think of. It's a very disgusting color. In fact, I don't know how anything can live in it some days. Need to speed it up a little bit. It looks like it's gonna start storming again. This is actually my bottom down here. I'm just working upside down. I'm gonna put my border on. This was cut, looks like 2 inches if I read my writing properly. So the back one was cut at 2, the top one about 2 1/8 approximately. They're all 11.5 inches wide. I just let Design Space figure out the height, unless it's way too big for what I want, then I cut it down, but I don't always know what my little numbers or measurements are on there. I've had this done for quite some time, and I just have not got it put together. I have been working on other things. I don't know, 4th of July stuff got in the way. And then back and forth to the doctor, and I don't know. I've got a couple more layouts created. Oh, and I was going to explain to you how I have tried to figure out how to film my computer, and because of the scrub right on the screens, I'm not going to try and change it. I'm not mechanically or technically inclined, so what I do, these are the last pieces I do. I'll show you on the next page what I do to figure it out more, but I'll show you a little bit with this. When I bring up Design Space, I just have it blank. I bring in a piece at a time, or if there's a couple pieces together, bring them in. I act as if I'm paper piecing those pieces on the computer screen, so I assemble them all. Take this tree, for example. I'll group this once I get it assembled. I assemble the title, I group it, and then I get all my pieces assembled. Let me take these in here too. So these also, the little boy, I'll put it all together on the screen, I'll group him, put her together and group it. And then like this, all my pieces from that file that I'm using, I group them all after I paper piece them, so to speak. Then I come in and I put in either 2 12-inch squares or 1, whatever the design is I'm working with. And then what I want to do, I like to bring in my mind, I know about what I'm doing for the layout itself. I'll put in just blank squares for my photo mats. I don't worry about borders. I do those later. Don't even worry. Just let them go. But then I put my borders in, and then I start bringing in, like my tree, I lay it in there. And this. If they're grouped together, they're so much easier to resize if you need, half an inch up or down or whatever you choose. So that gives you an idea, but I do piece everything. Cricut Design Space doesn't bring the pieces in grouped. I found out Silhouette does. I wish Design Space did, but no. So that's why I do it that way. I don't know of an easier way. I just, what works for me, I guess I'll say. Anyway, back to my paper, my layout. I did run the trunk through an embossing folder, the wood grain, and this through this swirly, I don't know what it is called, it's so old. Then I kind of just inked over it because no tree is exactly the same color. So this is all put on 1 layer of foam tape, and my jump zone, the white layer is popped up. So between the black and the white, there's 1 layer. And all of my photo mats, this one is about 5 1/8 by 7 1/8. And that's the outside white layer. And then there is a light yellow behind. That's going to be 1/4 of an inch smaller. And then this one is 1/8 of an inch. Just put some little ribbon on. This is actually 2 layers. These are button dies from a very old Cuttlebug set with alphabet and buttons, I'm not sure. And it cuts 4 little holes in there. So it's 2 layers of white and then the top button layer, and I cut different colors. And then I just put the bow, tied the ribbon through. So looped through and tied ribbons. And actually, I think I did this on the bow at all, if I remember correctly. Yeah, made the ribbons on the bow at all. And then I had it, trying to get, there's 3 loops here. Sometimes they don't want to come out right for me. I had the tails left longer so I could put it through, loop it through. So that's why I did that. Let me get this. Now the jump sewn on the back, I didn't put a second layer of foam tape. So for that one, I'm just going to use my beacon glue. I have so many different bottles of glue floating around here. It would be nice if I just emptied one, but yeah, no, can't do that. And this I'm just going to try to center somewhat along here. Yes, I'm going to try to center without a ruler. I don't know why I like decorating my photo mats. I don't ever leave them plain, it seems like. And they look nice either way, because figure out that most of it is just all covered up with pictures, so oh well. And I know my page itself is a little bit crooked for you guys to see on purpose so I could see what I'm doing here. I always have to come back and clean up the glue. Never fails. Just the way it is. That little bit too, I will. That's the one thing I really like about my beacon glue that I use, is easy to clean up the overflow. Guess we'll call it, I don't know what else to call it. Now I'm just putting on my tree. This is the first layout that I've done big pieces like this for a while, and I really enjoyed doing it differently this time. I was watching Scrapbooking with Jennifer, I think it is. Boy, Jen, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. She had done one whole page. She did double layout. She did one whole page with just the paper pieces, and then she put the photos on the other side. And like she said, she has some pages in her scrapbook layout. Sorry, I'm going to give you a secret away there, but she had a good idea. She has some scrapbook pages that are blank on one side. So she had some ideas on that, and I'm going to try to link her channel. I'll try to remember to do that. Go over and check out her channel. She's got some fun scrapbook layouts and some ideas that really great. I enjoy watching you, Jen, so I hope you're watching this. Okay, so that's my first page. That's going to be my left page. Have to think about that. Get the pin out of my mouth so I can talk. I am sorry, everybody. I'm thinking one thing and doing another here. I'm going to set this off a little bit till I can do the other page. And then I'll put them together. Like I said, I just keep mine fairly simple. Sometimes I put more paper in the middle. I do lots of different things. Not sure why it is, but I really do like doing one-page layouts the best. I don't know if it's easier for me to manage. Even filming it, it's easier, but I think that's why I like doing cards. It's quicker. Maybe that's my thing. But I have a bunch of fishing pictures of my great nieces and nephews, so I got to do some fishing layouts. I had problems with the file. An older file and Design Space didn't like some of the stuff, so I found a workaround for it, but that took a while for me to get all that worked out. So, but it will help for other files too, so I'm happy about that. I'm going to bring this in just so I can get my border pieces on, hopefully fairly straight. This was a trick I learned from Kim Ferguson. Just overlap them and put them down, and wow, great idea. It works perfect. If I don't have my green perfectly straight, I can adjust that at the bottom with the grass, the border. So we're going to just work on the top piece here. Make sure we get that pretty, okay, even. Get this back out of the way a minute. Don't want glue everywhere. Hope everybody had a nice 4th of July. We got our picnic Friday night got rained out, so we ended up going and having a picnic indoors, and then a little bit later it got really nice, so we spent some time outside. But it was wonderful to be able to spend some time with my family. I enjoyed that. And then Saturday we just did a little shopping and came home, and I took a nap. I was kind of a bum, which was very nice for a change. Been on the go a lot, so here is where I will just adjust the slightest bit down here. And I'm good with that. So I'll turn this around. So again, we're working at the bottom. Put this little border on. This I just kind of inked all over, and I just laid it down on a piece of white paper. I'll show you in a minute. So I basically just had it laying down like this, and I just sponged everywhere because it does have white core. So that was a good way to kind of ink it all over. I'm going to come back and glue not every one of these, but some of them down. Once I'm done, it's just easier to do it later, so they stay down flat. Okay. The other thing too is I wanted to put my trampoline behind this. I did pop this up. I had problems getting the legs. I had to go look at the photo of it. I just couldn't figure out how those legs were going together. I don't know why it was such a problem, but oh well. And what I'm doing is I kind of want this girl, she's not popped up, he is, and I want her so she's not going to be in the way of the photo mats completely, but yet that it looks like she's, you know, on the trampoline. Not like I would be way over to the one side or the other. I did these photo mats the same. I'm pretty sure they're 4x4. Well, 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, we'll say. I'm not sure why they're a little bit off, but we're just going to put one there and one here. And I don't want them centered. I just, on this one I don't. So I'm going to put these down first. I think maybe it's because the boy and the girl are not both on the same level, so to speak. One's up higher than the other. I've tried putting them, the photo mats, equal distance apart, and I didn't like it. I just keep going back and forth. What do I want to do? And this is what I'm going to stick with. And if you can't tell, you can put a photo underneath of there. It's open. So, and that also, if you want, if you do it this way, it's really easy. You can just cut it if you don't want them on there. So if you choose, I mean, like I put it on there now, and then if it gets in the way of the photo, you just take it off. So, no worries. All right. Just gonna kind of put this, eyeball it again. Hold it up a little bit so it looks pretty straight. What I haven't done, and I didn't put it on the description of the video or anything, I will share with you at the end. I'm giving away this set of scrapbook layouts and the beach babies I did that look like the what do I want to say, Raggedy Ann and Andy. I'm giving both sets away. So if you are interested, do have to be a visible subscriber, and I'm only shipping this time to the US. Shipping has gotten so expensive. I'm so sorry. And the paperwork right now to ship out of the country is unreal. It just, yeah. So anyway, leave a comment. You have to be, like I said, a visible subscriber. This probably won't go up till Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. It's Monday now, so I'm going to leave this open until Wednesday, July 15th. Let's see, yeah, because I have an appointment on the 14th. That's why I can, that's Monday. Let me take a quick look at the calendar here. I'm so sorry. Today was the 7th all day at work, so I'm really lost. I'll leave it up till Wednesday, July 15th. You'll have till, let's say, odd time, but comments I'll cut off at, I'm going to say 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on the 15th. Otherwise, I won't be up at midnight to cut them off. So I know it sounds strange, but leave a comment if you're interested in them, and then I will ship them out to you. Some layouts I keep. Gotta get that pin out of my mouth. Some layouts I keep, but I do want to start giving some giveaways. I haven't done my 1,000 subscriber yet, and I haven't done my 500. Well, I'm past that now quite a bit on Facebook, and I'll get there. I screwed up. I'm talking, and I didn't pay attention to put the trampoline down first, so we're good. Anyway, I want to do some giveaways in addition to just, that I'd managed to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I've got some other projects I'm working on as giveaways. I just got to finish a few things, and oh yeah, go get the mail so I can get everything together. But the post office wonders if I ever get my mail. Okay, so I gotta get this glue out a little bit. So we're good on that. Come back and remove the glue. I want to get my glue covered because I tend to tip it over. And I'll have, good grief, fingers aren't working, glue everywhere. I'm going to bring my other layout in and see if I can get them a little bit together so you can get somewhat of an idea of both of them all together. I don't know. Can't see real well. Anyway, that is my layout. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. And again, I will, let me quick show the other one. If you didn't see it or it's been a little bit, then you know what I'm giving away. It's down here. I'm going to move these a moment so you aren't looking at everything. There's another mat that's missing here. It's here. I just see if I can find. Oh, here it is. There. Be giving these 2 away. So this and then the set I just did. So please leave a comment if you're interested. And I hope you all have an awesome day. Thank you all for watching. Take care.